I started my first church in a town called Hurt, Virginia. One number, a bunch of college students. And I was so excited because I knew it was what God told me to do until challenges started happening. And those challenges made me question whether I missed God. One Wednesday night I walked in for Bible study and I went to flip on the light switch and the lights didn't come on. And when the people walked in the room, I said, don't nobody touch the lights. I said, we just gonna have prayer tonight. It's gonna be a prayer vigil. And we started praying. And I never forget, after church, I had to walk up and tell my mother with tears in my eyes, I said, the lights are cut off. And I remember feeling so much like a failure, and everything anybody ever told me negative came back to me in that moment. And I started to say, evidently, it's true what they said. God didn't call me. We kept going, and probably the announcement is the reason why I kept doing it. Because God will let you make an announcement and make it hard for you to pull it back. One Wednesday night we were having Bible study, and this older white gentleman came in because we were in this plaza, and he had an oxygen tank with him, and he came and sat down. Of course, we watched him. So we didn't know him. We knew all our members. We knew all 25 of them. And while I'm teaching Bible study, he says, I have something to say. And I was like, oh, no, not right now. No, that's not how this go here. Went on through the Bible study, and at the end of Bible study, I said, hey, brother, you had something you want to say? He said, yes, I'm from Florida. And the Lord told me to drive up here. My name is Bob Hurt. And the Lord told me to come to Hurt, Virginia and give you a message. I said, uh-oh. He said, I was looking for where I was supposed to send this message, and the only thing that was lit up in Hurt, Virginia was your church, because we had this illuminated sign. I said, all right, yeah, brother, because I never gave up my microphone. I said, what's the message? He says, God told me to tell you, you won't fail. And he sat back down. That night, he stayed with George and Joyce, which was a couple from our church. And he stayed in their house, and Joyce says, I slept with a knife under my pillow. He gave us this information. He went back to Florida. And a couple of weeks later, I thought I would call him, and I called his wife, answered the phone, and she says, my husband is in the hospital. He told me about your church. That man died just a couple of weeks later. That was 19 years ago, and it's still speaking to me. When you lift up your hands in this room, whatever God is telling you to do, whatever he put in your spirit to accomplish, I declare that the wind of God is getting up under you. And sometimes favor will look like failure. But I declare to you, before the sun gets hot, God will send help. I'm talking about you that everybody else leans on. Slip your hands up in the atmosphere, because God has given you everything you need. I'm not going to tell you what to say, but for 15 seconds, fill this room with words of adoration. Oh, Shanamadio Sataba. There are giants over there, but you are well able. There are giants over there, but you are well able. You are well able.